Hi, and welcome back to Fishing with David Pyle. It's November 16th, 2019, and today I'm out on the Willamette River. It's a beautiful day, there's no wind, and we're fishing for white sturgeon. And it's been a really good day. From the minute we put down, it was maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes at max before we were both fighting fish, and we fought some big fish too. So I hope you watch this video, and I do want to mention if I'm going to plan to take a couple people out for a full guided trip for sturgeon this winter, and in order to do that, I'm hoping that somebody will nominate a friend that's a really good person that's doing good things for the community that just doesn't have an opportunity to fish, and do that by sending an email to fishingwithdavidpyle, it's P-Y-L-E @gmail.com, and nominate a friend. Maybe nominate yourself if you're doing something really good for the community and you just don't have an opportunity to go fishing. But I just gotta say, I'm going to take only a couple of these trips this winter. They're fully guided. You bring nothing except your fishing license. So again, send a message to fishingwithdavidpyle @gmail.com. It's November 16th, 2019, and we'll see you next time on Fishing with David Pyle. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm using today. It's anchovy. This is leftover anchovy from going down to buoy 10, and I bring it home. I actually pack it in salt and some water, non-iodized salt and fresh water from a water bottle, and you could reuse that bait, but I wouldn't do this if I'm going out and guiding with people. I'd use fresh bait, but for my own purposes, just to go out and have fun, I'll reuse that bait. And today I'm using anchovy. A lot of times I use herring, so I cut it in half, and I use a 7 or 8 aught hook. In this case, I've got an egg loop on the end of it, so I want to push through my egg loop. I'm going this piece, the head section, I go in right near the gill plate, come through the head, so the hook goes forward toward the eye, and just make sure that hook is sticking out, because if something comes up on and starts mouthing this bait, I want him to hook the first time. I don't want him to miss this bait. And that's another reason that I use a small piece of bait, is because there's just one place for him to grab onto it, and there's generally a hook right there in his mouth, so the hookup ratio is really good. So if I can get this with my gloves on, pull my egg loop around the back side of this piece of fish, and then today I just happen to be using bloody tuna, which is kind of a go-to for me, and I'll do this over the side of my boat so I don't get any of this oil on my boat. But I like to just put a little bit of this bloody tuna oil on the fish and let it kind of sit for a minute or two before I get it in the water, so that some of the oil hopefully sticks in the fish, and just a better presentation for a fish that's smelling out its bait. So anyway, that's it. In this case, I don't have a lot of current, so I'm using maybe 3 ounces, 4 ounces here, and I'm going to put it behind the boat and wait, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, I think you got that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get mine out of the water.
No, keep yours fishing. That was fast. I would say we were out here maybe 5 minutes.
If that long. It's the time we got your boat and your pole in the water, 5 minutes, yes.
He's put some heat on too.
Oh, good.
got my arm shaking, I can tell you that.
Well, you want me to take it for a while?
No, I got him. It's just, it's a lot of fish.
Yes.
We put a lot of heat. I just want to get him up so he doesn't.
Yeah, get him off again.
Hurt him.
He's coming up now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 12 feet. He
Oh,
is.
okay.
He's right
Well, yeah, there he
So
bubbled.
we saw an
over
air
there.
bubble come up.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be right here. There he is. Oh man, that's a nice fish. Look at this thing,
Ooh,
Joe.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Look at
Ooh.
that fish.
Yeah.
Right in the mouth. No wonder that guy put up a fight like that.
Yeah.
That was... He's tired and I'm tired. I don't know how long. What do you estimate the length of that fish?
Oh, he's got to be 7 feet, don't you think? I
6.
don't think he's done.
This guy. So hold this. All right, fella. I will release you. Okay, really, drop the tip for me.
Yeah, that we don't need that much, do we? He's going. Where's he going? He went way under the boat. Oh, there he went.
Bigger than you thought, huh?
Yeah. Yes, he is. There he is.
Nice fish, too.
Nice fish, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a nice size, fresh fish. Okay, little buddy, we're going to release you. Let's see. What's your tail? They always love to splash me.
Yeah.
Okay, so with this line getting tapped, fish may be hooked up or may not. But what I want to do is take all the slack out of the line before I try to set the hook, because as I whip it up over my head, if there's slack in the line, I'll miss him. I'll pull it straight away from him. But if I've got all the slack out, I should hit him almost immediately. So it's whip it over the head and spin it as fast as you can. And he's there, so I don't really need to spin fast, but if you miss, you want to start spinning that reel as quick as you can, because it's possible you're still going to get him. So I've hooked him, and we'll see how this goes, how this fish plays out. Last fish was pretty big. Okay, it appears that I've got another larger fish on right here, and Joe on the other side of the boat is just getting tapped. Looks pretty serious, so I think we're into some pretty good fishing for the day.
He's on.
Okay, we got another fish on the other side of the boat. We're estimating the last fish, actually my first fish was about a 6-footer. Joe got a really nice, probably keeper-sized fish right after that, so we're in a good pot of fish right here.
Yep.
It's coming up over here. Good fish.
Oh, yes. Nice. Oh, bigger than mine yet.
Let's see what we got, fella. Swallow that. Dang you. Hold on to this, Joe. Just make sure you give me
Gotcha.
slack. I showed how I hook the front part of a fish. This is how I hook the back part. What I want to do is I want the hook to lay like this on the back near the tail, so that when I take the egg loop, it fits right around his tail section. So I come in mid-fish, about center, come back through the other side of the body, as you'll see here, Again, it's through the initial front side of the body, and that shank's going to lay down near the tail section of the fish. I push through my egg loop and wrap it around the tail. Then we throw some scent on and put this one out there. We've had pretty good success today, both front and back of the fish. It really doesn't matter. So Joe's got another fish here. He got up to the boat very quickly. That's a beautiful little fish. Let's get him freed and send him on his way. All right, just make sure when I well, that's all right.
I thought you had it, but you didn't. Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
do this one-handed.
More up for you.
All right, so here we go.
Yep.
If I can just twist this out with my thumb.
Yep. Got it.
Nice little fish. And reel out some slack. Pull it away from him a little and see if he's tugs back. Yeah, reel down a little more slack out of him. There, and let's see if he's... I can see the rod tip.
I felt him.
Yep, I can see it. He's still there. There we go. Good set, Joe. Good set. Perfect execution. That's all it takes. Okay. Nice fish.
Nice fish.
He's hooked in the side. He's actually... He's snagged. Let's see what we got here. Oh, he's just wrapped. Okay, so unwrap. Keep going, unwrap. Nope, he's hooked in the side. Okay, hold a little tension on that. Sorry, little fella.
I'm okay. I think I'm watching.
So Joe's got another fish on over here, and this one just came on herring. We ran out of anchovy, so we're using fresh herring out of the package. Yeah, it appears to be a nice fish. My side of the boat's just getting tapped again, so maybe we'll get him released and I'll have one to go over and fight. We'll see.
Yeah, it went a bubble and woo, out there bubble too.
Yeah, there's some bubbles coming up. There, it's a good fish. It's a good one. I like that. Nice one. Okay, we'll release that guy. This fish has probably hooked himself. Find out. Yeah, he's hooked up.
Ooh, he's getting all over, all the way around. He was way over here again. See the bubbles?
Oh yeah. Well, there he is. Nice. Look at this fish, Joe.
Huh?
Look at this fish.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
All right, Joe, get ready.
Yep.
Grab this.
Got him.
All right, Bella, we're gonna release you nice and easy. I want you to go.
Let him go on, man.